Hey YouTube, I'm back with another mechanical pencil review. Today we have a pencil that has a little bit of a story behind it, not only in terms of the history of the pencil itself, but a story behind how I got a recommendation for this pencil, and I really appreciate the recommendation because this one was kind of flying under the radar for quite some time. I originally intended to do a review of this months ago, but I held off on it because of the history. And so let's go ahead and dive right into the history because I think that that is a critical aspect of what we're going to be talking about here. So this pencil that you see in front of you is a Platinum Zero Shin mechanical pencil. And the Zero Shin refers to the fact that this is a pencil that is designed to use the very last bit of lead all the way to the end, and it's because of a double clutch system within the pencil. And I'll get to that in a little bit more detail a little later on. Let's talk a little bit about the history of the Zero Shin. This was originally not a platinum pencil. This was originally the Staedtler Integrity, and was sold for many, many years and was a lot of people's just go-to everyday character pencil. And then at some point in the recent past, and I don't know what the timing is on this, Platinum bought the rights to the Staedtler Integrity and turned it into the Platinum Zero Shin. And so that's a little bit of a history of the pencil itself. Now, in terms of my personal history with this, a recommendation was made to me here on the channel for the Platinum Zero Shin. I did a little bit of research on it. It looked really great. I ordered one. It's pretty inexpensive, so it wasn't like it was a big risk or anything. And I got it, and I started using it, and I loved it. And I wanted to review it right away. But I was saying to myself, should I be like finding a Staedtler Integrity online and testing that out first so that we could do like a comparison of the older branding of this and the newer branding of this? And ultimately, I decided after weeks and weeks of thinking that through, I'm not going to buy a Staedtler Integrity. I will probably buy a Staedtler Integrity at some time in the future, but I don't really feel like buying it right now. I didn't have the money to buy it right now. And so I'm pretty sure, based upon the pictures that I've seen of the Staedtler Integrity, that it really isn't that different from the Platinum Zero Shin. Now, at some future video, if I can update you on that, I will. But let's go ahead and dive right into the review of the Platinum Zero Shin, and I think it's a pretty fair approximation of what the Staedtler Integrity is like. I should point out that the Staedtler Integrity is a lot harder to find because it is now old stock. It is not being produced anymore, and so if you want to get one, you should probably get one within the next, who knows, couple weeks, couple years, before people run out of them. And it may just be limited to different markets as well. But let's talk about the Platinum Zero Shin. So the Platinum Zero Shin is what I would consider to be a really well-designed and really high-quality everyday carry pencil. Okay, the costs on this on Jet Pens is, I believe, $8. Comes in 3 colors. I believe it comes entirely in 0.5 millimeter. And the gimmick behind this pencil with this double clutch system is that not only do you have the clutch inside the pencil, but, and it is probably going to be very difficult to see, if not impossible to see on this video. The conical lead sleeve for this, which by the way is non-retractable, has tiny little slits in them that act to give a little bit of a tension on the lead so that it grips the lead, not only preventing lead breakage, but also anchors it so that you can use the lead all the way down to like the last millimeter. And so that's a really cool feature for a mechanical pencil because you're getting less wastage for your lead. Now, that in of itself would not be enough for me to want to purchase this pencil. I need to get a lot more out of a mechanical pencil than just using that little bit of lead, because honestly, if I'm writing with it and my writing experience is trash, I don't care that I'm using the last little bit of lead. So it's got to be a total package, and in my opinion, this is the total package. So let's run down the rating scale on this, and then as we're going, I'll also talk about each of the features. So, writing experience. Big deal for me. I'm giving this one a good plus. I tend not to like thick, rubbery grips, but if you look at this grip, which is a rubberized grip, a textured rubberized grip, It is ergonomically designed so it gets skinny pretty much exactly where I like to hold a pencil. I don't think that this would be the same for everybody. I think that it would depend upon the individual user, but for me, the concavity of the shape of the ergonomic grip is really good for my needs, okay? It's kind of a slightly squishy rubberized material. I really like it. And so writing this with this in my hand feels super natural, and so I really appreciate the grip of this pencil, which for me is a really, really big deal. Okay, what about quality? I'm going to go with good. I mean, this is an economy everyday carry pencil. This is plastic. If we just take a look at some of the ways to disassemble it, so this is probably the least sturdy portion of it. This is the eraser holder, which this pencil does have an extendable eraser, which is always a really nice feature. The quality of this sort of feels like to me that under the right pressure and under the right circumstances and constantly taking the eraser cartridge out could break. And so I don't really feel confident in going great or excellent on the quality because there are limitations. Now that said, it's got a really nice pocket clip. I mean, it feels really sturdy in the hand. Even though it's an economy pencil, it doesn't feel to me like a cheap Pentel or especially a Papermate pencil would be that you'd buy at a Target or a Walmart. It feels like an upgrade to me in overall quality, and so I feel pretty confident getting it a good. Now let's go ahead and run down the features on this beast because this is where the thing really shines. I'm going to give it a great, which I don't often do. We already talked about the pocket clip. It has an extendable eraser. You know, downside of an extendable eraser, especially with Platinum, which is a Japanese company, is that it's a little bit harder to come by replacement erasers. You're not going to find replacement erasers in any brick and mortar store in the United States, not even specialty stores, I don't think. You're going to have to order it online. Okay, and so go to Tokyo Pen Shop, go to Jet Pens, and you'll be able to find replacement erasers. It's not pocket safe in the sense that it doesn't have a retractable lead sleeve, but with a conical lead sleeve, that's not as big of a deal as if you had a hypodermic drafting lead sleeve. And so I would go quasi-pocket safe with this. I wouldn't have any problem putting this in my pocket so long as I retracted the lead first. Great grip. Yeah, it's a total package of features of a lot of things that people like, and so I could see why some people would want to use this as their everyday carry pencil because it just has a lot of great features. Let's go by cost. Oh, and then of course another primary feature, of course, is the fact that you can use the lead all the way down to the tiniest little bitty bit, and so that's another great feature that is absent in a majority of mechanical pencils. Cost, well, here's where we're going to have a difference depending upon what you buy and where you buy it from. If you want the Platinum Zero Shin, which is the pencil that you see in front of you, comes in red and blue and black, I believe, you're looking at 8 to 9 USD jet pens. Okay? For an everyday economy pencil that is you're probably going to get a lot of use out of, you know, this is a really good buy, and $8 to $9 is a good price, I think, for this. If you want to go to the Staedtler Integrity, if you want to sort of go back in time, you can still buy Staedtler Integrities. You're looking at a little bit more expensive, maybe 13 to 15 USD. They have it on Amazon. They have it on eBay. Now, you are getting some extra stuff for that cost. I think that you get extra lead and an extra eraser. And it comes in a blister pack. And so you are getting a little bit more, and it's a little bit more expensive. But in terms of overall functionality, I can't tell you that it's different from the Platinum Zero Shin is different from the Staedtler Integrity because I haven't held a Staedtler Integrity in hand. But just based upon pictures and what I've been able to read online, I really don't think that they're that different. And so if someone could chime in the comments below and let us know, that would be a useful thing. I'll eventually get a Staedtler Integrity. I'm just not getting one right now. Oh, one other thing that I should mention about the quality, and it doesn't show up very easily on the video, is that the rubberized material does get lead stains on it. And so if For me, I actually like that because it shows my mechanical pencil has been loved and been used and it's sort of mine, and there are marks on it where my hands rest and where I put it on the page. Some people might be turned off by that, and so note that the rubberized material is markable by pencil lead, so keep that in mind. So an overall rundown of the pros and cons of this pencil. Well, pros, it's got that lead breakage protection, it's quasi-pocket safe. The mechanism in my use of it, I've used this for several months now, and the mechanism has performed really well. It has a really satisfying click to it. Let's go ahead and do the click test. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you can see when I click, the conical sleeve pops out, and it's popping out because it is releasing the grip that it has on the lead so that it doesn't break as it does that. But then when it retracts back, it has a really strong hold on it. We're looking at 5, maybe 6 millimeters when I do 10 clicks, and so seems like a super reliable mechanism. It has a really satisfying click, which I really like, and so you could argue that that's another aspect of the quality that bumps it up into the good area. Other pros, you can use that lead down to the last millimeter, and it's got that strong pocket clip. You're going to be able to clip this to anything, and it's going to stay. Okay, cons, well, once again, mostly plastic construction. I'm not really sure about what the clutch is because I've been unable to feel like I could take it apart without breaking it. Okay, so once again, economy pencil, you're much less likely to be able to disassemble them. Pentels are really good about this. Platinums, not so much. It's got that rubber grip that maybe you turn off to some people, and the grip easily stains. But as an overall package, I feel really confident putting the Platinum Zero Shin in my top 10. Wow, there hasn't been a change to the top 10 in a while. Okay, well, here is one. Okay, what's going to happen? Well, currently at number 10, I have the Uni Kuratoga Pipe Slide. Fine pencil. Uni really fixed a lot of the issues that I had with the Kuratoga with the pipe slide. Okay, but when you compare it to the Platinum Zero Shin, nuh-uh, not at all. So Platinum Zero Shin is going to, and I'll go ahead and include the Staedtler Integrity with this, even though I haven't held one in hand, and who knows, when I get one, I'll just remove it from the list if I feel like it's a downgrade, although honestly, I doubt it. And so what's going to happen to the Uni Kuratoga Pipe Slide? Well, the Uni Kuratoga Pipe Slide is going to replace the Tombow Zoom SH, 505 SH. Fine pencil, but honestly, folks, the eraser is what will ultimately throw this one off of the honorable mentions. The Tombow Zoom 505 SH does not come with a good eraser or usable eraser. It's a really bad compound. It's still a fine pencil, pocket safe, real classy looking, but I think that we're going to nix the Tombow Zoom 505 SH off of the honorable mentions list, and we are going to replace it with the Uni Kuratoga Pipe Slide, which was just bumped from the top 10. And so there you go. Great pencil for you to check out, the Platinum Zero Shin. It's a total package, has a lot of great features that a lot of enthusiasts really appreciate. A little bit of a compromise on the quality because it's an economy pencil, but as an everyday carry pencil, I could see myself carrying this around all the time. And actually, I have carried this around quite a bit over the last few months. And so, great suggestion. I really appreciate it. And there you go. Well, thanks for watching. More reviews coming up, as well as updates on other mechanical pencils I've acquired. So stay tuned.